Centuries of innovation have shaped the history of the world. Throughout history, many women have had a significant impact on the advancement of society and, in particular, the development of technology. Here are my top 10 picks of female innovators and their inventions that changed the world and helped improve our daily lives as we know them today. Number 10. The Solar House. Maria Telx, a biophysicist, lived in the house which was the world's first 100% solar home. The thermoelectric power generator was designed by this Hungarian scientist in 1947 to supply heat for Dover House, which was a wedge-shaped house she designed alongside architect Eleanor Raymond. Glauber's salt, a sodium salt of sulfuric acid, was used by Maria to store heat in preparation for sunless days. Before the system collapsed, Dover House had survived nearly 3 Massachusetts winters. Number 9. The Barbie Doll. Ruth Handler, a businesswoman, developed the Barbie doll in 1959. Barbara, her daughter, had mentioned that she would prefer to have dolls in the shape of a real woman rather than paper dolls. The Barbie doll was pretty innovative in that it defied conventional thinking about what a woman should do with her life. It instilled in young girls the belief that they could be anything they chose and that they had options. It was an instant hit the day it was introduced because of this ideal. Number 8. The car heater. Chicago native Margaret A. Wilcox received one of the first known patents granted to a woman in 1893 for her car heater. She laid the foundation for all modern-day heaters by coming up with a system for directing heat from a car's engine into its cab. Her idea was created in an effort to warm the body of aristocratic and wealthy motorists in the 19th century. Number 7. The Automatic Dishwasher. The first commercially successful automatic dishwashing machine is from the work of Josephine Garris Cochran. Her and her husband William hosted several parties at their home, and she would often find her expensive china getting chipped when scrubbed in the sink by her staff. Even though she was used to her workers doing all the chores, Josephine tried to do the dishes herself, and then she was able to get her dishwashing machine patent in 1886, despite the lack of business opportunities for most American women. Number 6. Monopoly. Elizabeth McGee created this popular board game, formerly called the Landlord's Game, to educate people of Georgism's economic theory by teaching players about the unfairness of land grabbing, the disadvantages of renting instead of owning, and the need for a single land value tax on landowners. In 1904, Elizabeth patented the game, and in 1906, she produced it herself. A guy named Charles Darrow remade the board and its message over 30 years later, selling it to Parker Brothers as today's Monopoly. The company paid $500 for Elizabeth's original game patent, with no royalties attached. Number 5. The Retractable Dog Leash. In 1908, Mary A. Delaney, a dog owner in New York City, patented the first retractable leading device. It worked by attaching to the collar, so our favorite canines can be kept safe while still being able to roam freely. Later in 1919, the first child harness was then patented by a man named R.C. O'Connor. Is it possible that this is a coincidence? Let me know what you think in the comments. Number 4. The Ice Cream Maker. Philadelphia-born Nancy Johnson became one of history's most important people in 1843 when she patented a design for a hand-operated ice cream maker that is still currently running, creating a creamy treat for us on hot days. Number 3. The Life Raft. In 1882, U.S. native Maria Beasley decided that nobody should die at sea anymore. People had been navigating the seas for millennia, but the available lifeboats were useless in an SOS situation. Because of Maria, thousands of lives were saved, including an estimated 706 from the Titanic's sinking. Number 2. Naturally colored cotton. Natural colored cottons were rare, temperamental, and could only be picked and spun by hand before Sally Fox's pioneering plant breeding work. In 1997, cottons could then grow in a variety of colors and could now be machine harvested and spun, allowing for far less processing of chemicals and bleach, along with artificial dyes. Number 1. Computers. You might be surprised to find that Steve Jobs and Bill Gates did not invent our digital assistants. At Harvard, Lieutenant Grace Hopper and Howard Aiken partnered together in the development of the Mark I computer, a 5-ton, room-sized machine. While cleaning moss from the machine, Grace created the first computer compiler, which is a program that turns word-based instructions into readable computer code. As a result of her work, COBOL, one of the first contemporary programming languages, was co-created by her in 1959. She was also responsible for the popularization of the phrases bug and debugging. If you enjoyed this video or learned something new today, let me know in the comments. I'd love for you to be a part of my channel, so don't forget to like and subscribe. Also, let me know if you would like more detailed bios of any of these women inventors for one of my next videos. Here's some other videos I thought you might like watching, and I'll see you next time.